Yeah, swing is, something we've, started recruiting a couple of years ago, and we've hit on a few, over the years, and just a vital position because those guys can obviously are big enough to guard bigger guys at our level, but they can all kind of play in that same bucket. Offensively, they can play 2 through 4, and they can guard really in most cases 2 through 4. In Cam Henry's case, 1 through 5. Start there. Cam Henry's, in my opinion, I think the best players are the ones who have the most impact on winning, right? Affect winning. And you can look at stats, but I think Cam's one of those guys that, you have to be in between the lines and feel, what he brings to the table, understand the impact he has on winning. But there's no player here in my tenure that's been more impactful and touches the game and affects winning in more areas than Cam Henry. So, it's special when you got a guy that can, is an elite defender, can guard literally all 5 positions on the floor. I think he was second in the league in rebounding, led the league in steals, top 5 in the league in assists, and was a 50, 40, 80 guy himself. So, on a team where you had 2 of the top scorers in the region in Voss and Dev. So he's a guy that, I think was maybe a little bit underrated in terms of what he brought to the table last year. Cam's a guy that really impacts winning. He is a winner at his core. He's a guy that he's all about the right things in terms of when he steps out there. However it gets done, winning really matters to him. It's important to him. Competing is important to him. And again, he touches the game, affects the game in as many areas any player I've ever had. So, other guys in there, Alex Dawling is a guy that's, going to his 4th year. We've talked about him. He's played a bunch for us the last 2 years, and we expect him to play a lot this year. He's, I think his minutes the last 2 years, averaged about 20 minutes a game as a sophomore, about 17 or 18 last year. And I think he'll have an expanded role, and I think people will see him shoot the ball the way he's capable of. He's about a 40% three-point shooter for his career, and I think he's somewhere in the top 10 in made threes all time at LMU, but I think he's going to have a terrific senior year. He just looks confident, looks comfortable. I think he's, like I said, got more opportunity, and so I think we'll see him really have a terrific senior year. Xavier Bledson, I think is the most improved guy in our program from last year. Talking about a guy who has seen it all, went from as a true freshman, starting early in his career to not getting to play much at all, being on the bench and not getting in at the end of his freshman year, to not being in our rotation to start last year, to having a redshirt as a sophomore, to by January being, one of our better players, and it's just continued to go from there. And the people that have been here, he reminds me a lot of, and I said that when we recruited him, but certainly watching him day to day, reminds me a lot of Dorian Pinson, who was one of the all-time greats here at LMU, and his feel for the game, the way he plays, the inside-outside versatility. He and Cam Henry are without question our 2 best playmakers, our 2 best passers, and so trying to certainly put them in positions to soar with their strengths and run our offense through those guys has been a unique challenge, but it's something we're certainly trying to do. And those guys, their passing is just out of this world. So Jabo's a guy that we're really, really excited about and think he's going to have a terrific sophomore year. Luke Bartimas, terrific shooter for us, redshirted last year, unbelievably tough, unbelievably smart, the kind of guys you win with. Has an elite skill, and that is his ability to catch and shoot, elite toughness and elite intelligence, and really, really think he's going to have a chance to impact us this year as a guy who stretches the floor. He's a good defender. He's a good rebounder. He doesn't make any mistakes. He tries to do everything right, doesn't do anything outside of what he can do, but what he can do complements the other guys really, really well. Last 2 guys on those swings, Jordan Walters is a guy that's going to be a really good player in time. Phenomenal athlete, great feet, probably right there in that upper echelon group with Julius, Cam Henry, and Chase Rankin in terms of lateral quickness and being able to guard at 6'7". He's long, terrific rebounder. He already defends and rebounds and cuts at an elite level for a college player. So for him, the whole year is just getting in and improving that jump shot and improving his jump shot and adding about 12 to 15 pounds of weight to his frame without losing any athleticism. So that's a challenge for him here this year. But again, just like these other guys with a COVID year, in a normal year he's probably redshirting, but in a COVID year nobody's redshirting. So again, we have to be ready, and he's a guy that I think if we have to call on him, we'll go in and do a really good job. He's a good player already, and he's sky's the limit for him. And then Nakai Smith, the guy he's been banged up here most of the preseason, missed a lot of time with some different stuff. So we don't have as good a gauge on him, but Nakai's got a tremendous amount of talent, and he's got good feel, he's got unbelievable size, got good feet, can shoot the ball, has a lot of things that a lot of tangible things that we look for in players, and just needs to get in shape, get healthy, in order for us to get a more thorough evaluation of kind of where he is. But he's a guy that has tremendous talent, potential, and could certainly be a real impact player for us down the line.